So in this video, I'm going to save you guys the introduction. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. I respond to every comment. But I want to talk about CCIV, the technical analysis I see, the bullish pattern that I see emerging, and what we can expect from next week. But before I do that, I want to address the video from last night. It got tons of dislikes and tons of hateful ass comments. So I recommend you guys go check that video out because that was a lot of hateful shit. But I was very bullish on CCIV. I'm very, very bullish on CCIV and Lucid Motors. But don't be blinded to the fact, right? I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown. In that video, I explained that these news articles are putting a date on Tuesday. If something doesn't come Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, investors, especially big money that own over 50% of CCIV shares, will get spooked and take some level of profits and bring the share price down. Believe it or not, hate it, whatever you want, that's the truth, and that is what I'm going to bring you guys on this channel. I am going to load the boat and I'm going to do it live. I'm going to record it for you guys, purchasing $3,000 worth of CCIV shares. And a lot of other YouTubers, this is another thing I want to address, a whole nother issue. People are still vouching for dog shit companies that they would never invest in long term and basically telling people to invest in them, which they would never do. And that is just wrong, and we're not about that on this channel. On this channel, we are about financial freedom, financial literacy, whether that's 5, 10, 15, 20 years, however long your time frame is and your own personal goals. That's what we're about on this channel, is transparency. And quite frankly, if I make a video about a company and I don't show you that I actually own that company, I'm full of bullshit. So I'll never do that, and you guys should be quite skeptical of other YouTubers that are doing that and not showing you guys their position. Now, a lot of you guys are super cool in the comments, so this video does not go out to you guys. It really doesn't go out to anybody in particular. If you feel the need to be mean in the comments, hit the dislike, do all that, feel free to do that. That is what YouTube is for, and that is what these platforms are for, to source information and all that good stuff. But we're just not about it on this channel. So if this is the kind of channel for you, if you like and appreciate transparency and an honest opinion, regardless if it is popular opinion or not, then this is the channel for you. And if that is not your kind of thing, if you want to be told exactly what you want to hear, fortunately, not the channel for you. Go find a channel that does that. Now, for you guys that are still here and appreciate an honest, open, transparent YouTube channel, then we're gonna get into what I'm talking about with CCIV, and it is very bullish. First and foremost, with CCIV, we all know this is an unannounced SPAC merger that has huge potential, right? So this upcoming week is going to be very pivotal, and we are, quite frankly, on a technical level and technical analysis level, on a very pivotal moment around the $50 support level. So if we get bad news, if we get good news, this should bounce off of $50 worst case scenario without any news. Now, I expect this to open up around $60 and gap up because they are expecting a announcement come Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, hopefully, right? That's what a lot of people are expecting. Now, if that does not happen and this is dragged out, that's where I say we could get some level of uncertainty. But I think if you are not in CCIV, $50 is a secure price point to get in, because after all, I think the merger will go through. I think the time frame is a little sporadic, and it could, and quite frankly, could be not this next week, but the next week or the next week or the next month. SPACs have 2 years to complete a deal, so just keep that in mind. The $50 level is going to be a great support level to get in if you're not in CCIV already. This is where we had major buying, and quite frankly, a lot of people got in around the $50 mark. Now, like I said, I expect CCIV to open around $60, $57 to $60. I would be surprised if it doesn't, given all the good news. Now, personally, if I was not invested in CCIV already, if we gap up over $60, which is a critical resistance level at this point, it's $60. That's where we topped out and fell off the last little pop we had from 57 to 60, then I would be looking to get in around the $60 mark. I would leg in. So if you guys are unfamiliar, take a set amount. If you have $500, $1,000, whatever your amount is, I would put 30% in at $60. And then once the merger is announced, you guys are okay to load up on this company. There's a very, very low to no chance that this deal would fall through if it is confirmed and announced. Now, that's my plans, so don't take my word for it. Do your own research and really come to your own conclusion, because if we get bad news, and I'm not saying we are going to, but if we get bad news, the last major buy level we had at besides $50 was $38, $35 to $38, and that is quite possibly where we would go if this drags out a while. Now, I don't personally think it will go that low. I think you are safe to buy now, quite honestly, whenever you can get in. I think it will gap up, but just keep in mind the potential. Nobody wants to talk about that. It does go down still. It's not a confirmed merger, and most of these institutions are up to 300% on their investment, and that is quite significant for their personal shareholders. Now, that is a very unpopular opinion, so give me your opinion down below in the comments and I will surely respond to you as soon as I see it. But the way I'm going to trade this, since I did sell out some shares the last trading day on Friday, I'm going to be looking to buy some calls up until the merger is confirmed, and then I will be selling my calls depending on what the stock does. I'm sure it'll gap up more from there, but actually buying more shares, basically throwing everything I have at CCIV, and that's how much that's how high my confidence level is. So don't get it fooled, guys, but I will be looking at the March 19th contracts at the earliest strike date you can possibly get, the March 19th. I'll be looking at either the $840 contracts and the $85 strike price, or the $90 strike price at $760. Hopefully it doesn't gap up too much too fast so you can actually buy some of these. It quite possibly could, but if that falls through and it gaps up too much, then I will be looking at some leaps, and that is January 21st, 2022, or the January 20th, 2023. I think both those are pretty safe bets to make at this point, just because the IV will be so high. So you might end up paying more, but they're going to pay out a ton more. And the January 21st, 2022 is $1,600 for the cheapest one. So that's probably what I would do, is this says $1,500. It's the spread's weird, but I would probably go for something like this. Look to ghetto spread it, do something. Make sure I have capital on hand, though. I'm going to make sure I have capital to buy the shares, because I want to own the equity in Lucid Motors for the long term. Now, I'm going to wrap up the video right there. It's late and I do not want to drag it out for you guys. I want to get this out as soon as possible so you guys see it before tomorrow morning. Now, if you get anything useful out of this video, some helpful insight into CCIV and what could possibly happen, what could go right, what could go wrong, then hit the like button and subscribe. Comment down below. I will respond to your comment. And until next time, guys, I will see you later, and peace out.